bar is equals to a plus 1 by n sigma fi di, and step deviation method, x bar is equals to a plus 1 by n sigma fi ui. It's sigma fi ui into h sigma fi ui into h. Let's find out. Xi are the classes. Class is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, and 20 to 30, 30 to 40 we have taken, and these are the frequencies. Starting bar fi. Let's find out xi from it. Xi is, we know that, the mid values. We need to take the mid values from the class interval. So class interval is 0 to 10. When we take 0 plus 10 divided by 2, we'll be getting 5. 10 to 20 divided by 2, 10 plus 20 divided by 2, that's 15. Next, 50, 20 plus 30 is 50, 50 divided by 2 is 25. And then next 35 we'll be getting, these are the mid values of the classes, that is called as xi. We have taken xi there. So after xi we got here, we need to find out, and this small a and the first group data we have found already, sigma fi xi by sigma fi. Sigma fi is nothing but sum of the frequency when we add these all the numbers. 6 plus 2, 8, 9, and 9 plus 5 is 14, and the sigma fi is 14. Let's recall again here. 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 5, 13, 13 plus 1 is 14, 14 will get. This is called sum of the frequency, that is nothing but sigma fi here. And then xi is sigma fi xi. Let's multiply these both the numbers, then we'll be getting sigma fi xi. Fi xi is nothing but, we'll multiply these both the numbers, and the similar manner we'll multiply all the numbers, and right after multiplication when we add this all the values of sigma fi xi, when we add all the values of fi xi, then we'll be getting sigma fi xi. So this is sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi. So that method we got it. X bar is equals to sigma fi xi by sigma fi. So next one is assuming method. Assuming method is A, we need to find out A is nothing but assume mean. So we need to assume some of the mean in this, that is here. Let's find out here in the mid values. What are the mid value in this? Mid values, these are the mid values 5, 15, 25, 35. When we take out these two values, and there will be two mid values in this, either we can take 15 or 25 as the assume mean. Let's take A is a 15. Capital A we have taken as 15. In the mid values, what is the middle? In the middle of this all the observations, in the mid value xi, we take that values, but here when we take out these two values, we are getting, there are two values that are 15 and 25. In this 15 and 25, either we can take 15 or 25, because in this two, there is two numbers in the middle, we can take 15 or 25. So look here, this is A is 15. So 1 by n is nothing but sum of the frequency. When we add this all the frequency, 14 is called as n. So n is defined sigma fi di. Let's find out di here. So di is nothing but di. To find out di, it is xi minus a. We need to find out xi minus a. Xi is nothing but, we know mid value, and a is here assume mean. So when we subtract xi minus a, we'll be getting di. So for example, when we take that xi here, that is 5 minus a is 15. 5 minus 15 is minus 10. Minus 10 is di. Here the next observation is 15 is a, 15 is xi is 15, and then a is also 15. Then observation will be 0. Let's find out. Here xi is 15, so xi is 25. We'll take here xi is 25 minus a is, here we need to write xi minus a. So xi is 25 in this, in front of this observation. A is, we know, 15. So 25 minus 15 is 10. So similarly, next observation, xi minus a. So xi is here in this observation is 35 minus a, 15. So 35 minus 15 is 20. So let's rub this formula for all. So finally we got minus 10, 0, 10 and 20. These are the observations we got for di, deviation method. Deviation, di we got here. That's here we have taken fi di. Here this is fi and di. When we multiply this both the values, we'll be getting fi di. But in the next we'll multiply. So n is sum of the frequency, a is assume mean from the big values we'll be getting the middle of the observation. Either that one or this one we can take it when two are in the middle. So n is sum of the frequency, fi is the frequency, we know that, and di is the deviation, this we have discussed, that is xi minus a. Xi will take from the mid values and a is nothing but assume mean. Both this 5 minus 15, 15 minus 15, 25 minus 15, 35 minus 15 will do. We'll get these all the values that are di. Here assume mean method all are defined. So that is x bar is equals to a plus 1 by n sigma fi di is the assume mean. Next one, step deviation method. Step deviation method, x bar is equals to a. A is the same what we have discussed here. Xi, among xi values there is a mid value, two values, and there is two values in the middle. We can take that, either that or this one. That is, we can take it as a is 15. So assume mean is 15. So the same as is how we have taken the previous assume mean method, same as it is we'll take it with the step deviation method a plus 1 by n. N is sum of the frequency. Sigma fi. Fi is frequency, and then ui. Fi ui we find out ui. Let us find out ui here instead of di. Let's find out ui here. Ui is nothing but xi minus a divided by h. Xi minus a divided by h. A is nothing but xi, we know with values. A is nothing but assume mean among these values, middle value. There are two middle values, we can take either that or this, like before. Divided by h. H is nothing but class interval. The length of the class interval, that's 0 to 10. There are 10 numbers. 10 to 20, there are 10 numbers. In similar manner, we'll take it the h plus 10. So xi minus a by h. For example, xi is 5 minus a is 15 divided by 0 to 10, length of the class interval 10. So when we subtract minus 10 divided by 10, that is minus 1. So here we understood xi is the mid value, we'll take it, minus a, assume mean method, assume mean 15 divided by h, length of the class interval 10. Subtract this, 5 minus 15 is minus 10 divided by 10, 10 get cancelled. Median of the group data, median of the group data. L plus n by 2 minus f by small f into c, or we can take it as h, and this f can be written as cf. Let's recall again the median of the data. L plus n by 2 minus capital F or cf divided by small f into c, or in the place of c we can take it as h, so into h. So L plus n by 2 minus capital CF by small f into h, into small h. So let's find out any class interval is given, the frequency, in this 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 20 to 40 is the class interval we have taken. 0 to 20, sorry, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and this frequency, let's take it as so 1, 2, 5, 3, and this lower boundary, let's find out the highest frequency, the highest observation, the frequency, let's find out the highest term in this, that is 5, is the highest one, and this one is called as small f, and this when we have taken the frequency, highest frequency, this among the highest frequency is 5, in front of it there is a class interval, and this class interval is lower boundary and upper boundary, and when we have taken the lower boundary, this, that is 20, so we'll take it lower boundary as 20. In front of the highest frequency there is a class interval. In that class interval, lower boundary is taken as L. N by 2 is nothing but sum of the frequency 5, 3, 8, 8 to 10 plus 1 is 11. So sum of the frequency is called as capital N, and we will do divided by 2, and minus CF. Cumulative frequency we need to find out. Cumulative frequency is that, let's take this, the frequency 1 is same as it is, the next number is added to 1, that is 1 plus 2 is 3, this number is, what is the resultant part, this is added to next number, that is 3 plus 5 is 8, and the resultant is added to the next number, 8 plus 3, 11. So let's see, let's recall it again. 1 is taken as 1, and 1 is added to 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, and then resultant part is added to next observation, 3 plus 5 is 8, and 8 plus 3 is 11, and we got the cumulative frequencies like this. Let's see here, to find out CF, cumulative frequency, the frequency in front of the cumulative frequency and preceding class is called CF. So 3 is called as CF, cumulative frequency. Let's recall again the highest frequency among the frequencies, all the frequencies, highest frequency is called small f, in front of it, and preceding class, and the cumulative frequency is called CF. So CF is called, CF is 3 here, these observations. So divided by small f is among all frequencies, highest frequency is f. So small f, that is 5 into h. H is nothing but class interval. So 0 to 10. So we are taking H is class interval. So L is lower boundary of the median class. When we have taken the highest frequency, when we underlined it, the lower boundary is this one, 20 to 30, lower boundary of the median class, and frequency is here along all the frequency of the median class. It's fine, and N is the sum of the frequency, 11. CF is frequency of the median class in front of it, and the preceding class is called as CF, that is 3. We have taken into H. H is class interval, length of the class interval we'll find out here as 10. So H is we call as class interval. So median is L plus N by 2 minus CF divided by small f into H.